Yeah, g'day folks, Bear here out and about. Welcome to Broken Hill. Yeah, Broken Hill's just a normal type of substation, you know, line coming in, bus bars, transformers, and the little side there's two 20 kV coming in. Transformers are 220 kV to 22 kV, which is pretty rare sort of ratio. And that's all the 22 stuff going off to the town. Broken Hill, am I holding this the right way? Yeah, Broken Hill's a mining place. Have you ever heard of BHP Billiton? Big mining company. The BH stands for Broken Hill. This is where it all began 130, 40 years ago. Yeah, this substation's, it's only got one line coming into it. That's from Wahronga, which is about 250 kilometres that way. So she's a long line. And just comes in and it does the lot. It comes in and drops down straight onto the bus bars. No line circuit breaker in this place. Yeah, about the first thing it hits is the reactors. And there are two of these here. One there and one over there. They must always have one in service, because if you don't, because there's connected such a long line, the volts will just go through the roof. As an example, there was a bit of a mistake a couple of years ago. They had these two out here and and the ones out at Wahronga, the next substation down, and the volts here jumped from 220 kV to over 500,000. Yeah, it didn't do too much damage, but that was a bit of a stuff up on someone's behalf. So yeah, always got to have the reactors in, otherwise the volts are just bonkers. Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, a couple of local bloody feral things, mongrel corellas. Love getting into substations, chewing on everything. Look at them sitting up here, mongrels. Yeah, Broken Hill's a bit of an unusual sub because it's got three sources of generation connected to it. These two feeders here, the two breakers, they go out to a big solar farm just only a few k's away. They'll supply the whole city and generate then back into the grid by themselves. On a good, like about now, midday, they'll be pumping in 600 amps each, those feeders. So yeah, they put out a bit of juice. Yeah, folks, this is the other end of those two solar farm lines. Just acres and acres, or hectares, whatever, of solar panels. There what do they reckon? I don't know, thousands of them, tens of thousands of them. Yeah, the next one is it's a big wind farm out at a place called Silverton. They put that big new line, it's all brand new, that line. They put the big towers in and drop it onto that circuit breaker. I'm not sure of the rating. They've got, I think they said 56 turbines, and they're probably 2 or 3 meg each, so 100, 150 megawatts can come in. I don't think they're generating yet. They've got the line done and all our connections right, but they haven't finished building the turbines, so nothing coming in yet. Yeah, the third source of generation for Broken Hill are two 25 megawatt gas turbines. We'll get round here, you can see the other one over the other side there. Yeah, yeah, 25 megs each. We used to own them, but actually gave them away to the local, I don't know, supply distribution company. They can have them. Basically, that's where the air goes in. That's the filter house up there. Two big walls of filters. The air goes in there and then drops. I'm going to just get over here a bit. Drops down, and that's the compressor there, which then feeds into the burner unit there, and that's your exhaust going up there. The burner, like where the gas, when they call it a gas turbine, but it actually runs on diesel. And it's got a huge few. I think that's 430,000 litres of diesel. And when she's running flat out, they chew through it pretty quick. The burner unit is probably only about 2 metres long, and it generates 70 megawatts of power. Trouble is, 40 megawatts of that is used for the compressor section. That leaves you 30. Then it uses 5 for the excitation of the generator and all your auxiliaries, which leaves you 25 megawatts left over. That's the generator section there. I can't get inside and look at it because, yeah, it's not ours anymore. This is about as close as I can get. Just the cooling for the generator. The turbine spins at 5,500, I think. 5,000 something or other. And there's a gearbox about there which reduces to 3,000. And it's a 2-pole generator, so it gives you your 3,000, it gives you 50 hertz. And this part here, that's circuit breaker going out, and that's the excitation control room in there. It's the GE American stuff, so all the voltage is American. We've had to put transformers in that go from 415 to 380. I don't know why they do 380, but that's American for you. So yeah, that's the turbine, and there's his mate over there. Yeah, you may have noticed this exhaust stack here. That's for the starter engine. In about there's a big diesel engine about the size, about the same size as what you find in a truck. So when they get the signal to start from the operator, bang, diesel kicks in, idles for about 60 seconds or so, and then she starts ramping up the revs, and holy hell, it just screams, it just builds up slow and then screams its head off until it gets to about 40% of the turbine speed. Then the fuel starts pouring into the burner, the igniters kick in, and away she goes with a big whoosh. You'd see a big cloud of poof out the top. Yeah, it sounds really cool when it goes off. Yeah, another odd thing about this, well, not odd really, these things, they're called static var compensators, or SVCs. What they do is they correct the power factor on the 22 kV side instantaneously. They have 50 megavars of reactance, 25 megavars of capacitance. That's fixed. The volts going to the reactors is chopped by a heap of thyristors in that building. Excuse the flies. So there, they chop the sine wave so it varies the reactance up and down. If they have 25 megavars of reactance, it cancels out the 25 capacitance, so you got 0. If you have all the reactance in, 50 minus 25, you get 25 megavars of reactance. If you take the reactors right out, you get 25 megavars of capacitance. So the power factor can go, well, sort of that to that, either way. Yeah, those are the thyristor stacks in the cage, because that's all high voltage in there. But yeah, that's how they look. They chop the wave going to their reactors. Well, that's about it, folks. That's Broken Hill Substation in a nutshell. I left out the corellas, the emus, the foxes, the goats, the flies. This place it's a long way out. It's a 10-hour drive for us to get here. Out in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, it's a fairly interesting town. If you ever get a chance to come out here, have a squeeze. It's not bad. So I'll catch you later. See ya. Guess I'll fly. There, g'day. Oh, fucking fly. fuck off.